After a nice stay at Long Pine Key Campground in Everglades National Park, it was time to bid farewell and begin making our way to Sunshine Key RV Resort in the Florida Keys. Here we go! Retracing our steps from the day before, we drove across Key Largo and soon came to the village of Islamorada. We didn't stop and do anything in Islamorada, we just passed through, but it seemed like a pretty chill spot. Fishing seems to be a pretty big thing here. Here's where they had the Theater of the Sea, which we'd seen billboards for, which seemed like something pretty cool to check out. They have dolphin encounters there. And this here is the History of Diving Museum, which is something I think I might like to check out one day. I hear they have a 16th century treasure chest in there. Driving this stretch of Route 1 across the Florida Keys has always been like a bucket list thing for me, so I was happy to finally be doing it. The views were just as incredible as I thought they would be. I'd recommend that anyone that enjoys road trips do this drive at some point. However, if you don't like bridges, maybe this one isn't for you. Most of the keys are actually pretty small without a lot of stuff on them, so this drive really is all about the scenery and the natural beauty. Now, the day we drove it, there actually were quite a few cops out on the road, so you want to take it easy and not speed, but really there's no reason to want to rush this drive anyway. Now we're coming up on Marathon, which is the last city before the 7-mile bridge. Here we go. This is the start of the 7-mile bridge, which is the long winding span connecting the keys. I wasn't sure how I'd feel driving across 7 miles of bridge, if I'd be nervous or not, but really wasn't that bad. Now coming upon the very small Ohio Key, upon which sits our destination, the Sunshine Key RV Resort. So I think our decision to change plans and come to the Keys instead of Cherokee was probably one of the best decisions we've ever made, man. This weather is just phenomenal, and this campground, the Sunshine Key RV Resort, is like over the top awesome. Like way better than anything else I've ever stayed at. I mean, we stayed at some really good ones. I don't want to say anything bad about those, but this place is just incredible. I mean, we just got here, we sat up, took about 15 minutes. Like always, it's a piece of cake. But I can't wait to walk around and check this place out. Alright, so here's our Scamp site right near the marina where I'm told we can see the manatee. Got a real nice spot right on the end, which I think is probably way better than being sandwiched between the big rigs. Here's one of the fish cleaning stations on the campground, which maybe isn't a spot you want to hang out or anything, but it sure does attract a lot of wildlife. Campground is very popular, especially this time of the year, and you can tell a lot of the people there were there for a long term, but we're really actually quite lucky to get a spot. Campground has a couple different beach access swimming points. Pristine would be an accurate word to describe this campground. It is exceptionally well maintained. Being wintertime, sunset does come early. We decided to head out and go grab some dinner. The next big key that you encounter heading south from the campground is Big Pine Key, which is home to the endangered key deer. I was hoping we'd see key deer, although I wasn't sure that we would, but on this particular day there was actually quite a lot of them out and about. I don't know if this is normal or if we just got lucky. The key deer is the smallest North American deer species, and they're extremely gentle and very friendly. Here's our dinner spot for the night, the No Name Pub. This is one of those joints where people like to stick dollars on the walls and ceilings, and I've seen places like that before, but I think this is actually the most I've ever seen. The No Name Pub is known for its smoked fish dip, which we didn't try, but they're also known for their pizza, which I did try. I got the white shrimp pizza, and I got the smallest one, the personal size, which is I think is a little deeper dish, kind of thicker than if you get a bigger size. It was very good for one person, very cheesy. I found it quite tasty. Soon make our way back to our campground where we'd relax and eventually retire for the evening and get some rest for the next day where we'd be heading out to Key West. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and consider subscribing. Later.